Hello, hello, hello! I'm your beloved Silent Senior 09, and this is Let's Play Pokemon Puzzle Challenge. Last time I left off, we continued with more line clear. We cleared through Chuck's stages 5-1 to 5-5. Today we're going to take on Pryce, the 7th gym leader in the Johto region. And he is a user of Ice-type Pokemon, actually. Chuck was the user of Fighting-type. I don't know if I ever explained that, but anyway, not that it's relevant. Pryce! What's your words of wisdom, buddy boy? I guess I'm saying buddy boy. I've noticed I've been saying that word too much. This is the final round. Just relax and try your best. Don't panic. You know, now that I think about it, that's actually the worst thing you could say to somebody. It's good advice, don't panic. But if you tell somebody to don't panic, typically what will happen is the exact opposite. It's like saying, calm down! The exact opposite. What? Don't calm down? Freak out more? You know. It's not to say that people do that intentionally because they like showing that they're incapable of listening to you or listening to your advice. It's just some things, for some reason, we have a tendency to behave in a reverse psychological manner. Also, loud music outside. Don't mind that. It's getting around that time where everybody starts coming in and piling in, so we're going to have lots of really trendy music, which hopefully won't pick up so well that I actually get a copyright strike, because if it does, then I'm going to have to just scrap this video, dispute the claim and all that good stuff, and be like, okay, let's get this garbage off and try this again so I don't have any issues. I don't think I will, but sometimes you never know. There's some weird scenarios that happen out there, I'm telling you. Although so far I haven't had too many problems, really. And I don't foresee too many problems as far as content ID claiming or strikes being added via from this game. Most other Nintendo games, yeah, probably. I'll probably have some content ID claiming going on, but yeah, well, whatever. I'll take that back. Paper Mario is actually the one journey, which I know some of you are already on your edge of your seats like, come on, tell me when you're gonna update that. Silent Senior! Silent Senior! Ah! Give me some Paper Mario, man! Itching to see what happens in Chapter 4. It will happen, I promise, eventually. It's not going to happen immediately, but as soon as it does, you'll probably be the first to know if you've been doing what I said to do, or you did what I said last time, or the last video I uploaded for Super Metroid. Not the bonus one, mind you, which hopefully by now, maybe I got to working on it, and if not, eventually I will. Yeah, I did actually have an idea of what I want to do for a bonus video. I shouldn't talk about that here because, I mean, if I hadn't done it yet, then it'd be kind of spoilery to talk about now. Although, in and of itself, talking about there being a bonus video is indeed, in fact, a spoiler. Shut up, dude. You're rambling. What did I want to say? Oh, yeah. Hopefully, by now, because this whole started with, hopefully Paper Mario is going to be updated. Hopefully, by now, or after this is done, I might either, A, consider uploading that then, and just doing a plan B instead of waiting for the person to do what I want them to do. But if, by chance, they responded back to me and are like, yeah, I got your message, sorry about making you wait, dude, then I'm gonna say, guys, gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Like I said, because I remember saying in the last episode I updated with that, in part 63, I said something to the effect of, okay, well, we may end up having to go on a bit of a hiatus, not a big one, but we are gonna be on break for just a bit. And I'll try to spin it off on a positive note, saying, it might be for the best, because we've been updating this thing since... I didn't say when we were updating it last. I think it was like June is when I started it. June 2016. God, it feels weird saying we're in January of 2017. It also feels weird that I'm going to be 26 this year. Thank you, loud car! Any more vehicles want to travel down the road at 90 miles an hour? Actually, they're not traveling that fast, but it does sound like they are traveling pretty fast. I don't know what their deal is, what some of these people's deal with traveling down the road so fast. This is a neighborhood, and there are sometimes police officers that do speed traps. So, I mean, I would think by now people would be smart enough to think, you might want to keep to the speed limit, or at least, at the very least, keep it no more than 5 miles over the speed limit when you're traveling through this neighborhood. Because I've seen a lot of people get tickets down this way. Neighborhoods are very notorious for that, in case all of you are like new drivers or planning to maybe get your driver's license or learner's permit, and you're like, so how fast over the speed limit can I go before I risk getting in trouble, and thus getting in trouble with mom and dad, because I'm going to be on their insurance. Generally speaking, from what I understand, it's like 5 miles over, but in neighborhoods, you want to be exceptionally careful because they are very big sticklers with the speed limit. It's just like, oh man. If you think about the penalties you get for cheating on the test, cheating on like a classroom test, picture getting caught cheating on a state test when you're in a room where the desks are like all separated out, and one of the test coordinators is like, I have to invalidate your test, you cheating, It's about that extreme. It's like going from squashing an ant to squashing a spider, which for some people that's a big deal, and other people it's like, that's not much bigger. Yeah, for those who get it, it's a bigger deal. Just know that you'd probably want to take things more seriously, especially if you're traveling through a neighborhood. And I mean, if you think about it, if you put yourself in a position where you're thinking, I'm a pedestrian in a neighborhood, right? I like walking around peacefully, yeah? I don't exactly want to have to be on the lookout and worry about somebody flattening me out because they want to drive 60 miles an hour in a 30 speed limit zone. Actually, to be honest, most places are like 25 mile an hour for neighborhoods anyway. Alright, stop talking about speed limits and rules of the road. We're not in driver's ed anymore, dude. Thank goodness, too. I mean, I had fun with that, but man. It was really unnerving, honestly, when I mean, it was good because it's like, oh, I can feel it. I'm going to be able to drive. And now that I can drive, it's like, oh, why did I want to do this again? This is kind of a pain, really, because now I gotta be expected to go to places. Ew. Yuck. I wanted to sign up for this. I wanted to be in a hurry to get my license for this. Well, to be honest, actually, I will say this. Once you have the ability to travel freely wherever you want to go, within reason, of course, excuse me, you're allowed to, and of course, you have the gas to do it, it does feel better, because it's like, I want to go see a movie. Oh, I can do it! I have the ability! I have the free will! I have the capability of driving myself to the theater! I also have the capability of looking up online when the movie plays, so I don't miss my time, which is something I do very consistently. If I'm ever, like, going to see a movie with somebody, I'm like, did you look up the times? And usually it's like, no, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and do that, and then drop down some times, and, you can pick the one that seems most convenient for you, and then we'll go from there, Come on, I can do it. Oh! There's a way you can actually get it to where well, never mind. It's better to show it than to try and explain it, but there's a way to get an additional chain in a situation like that in a time chain, or time-like chain, as I used to call it. But it's really, you have to have some pretty doggone good, precise timing. Also, I feel like I've been doing a lot of the same matching, but you know what? This is moving a lot faster than usual. I remember, actually, when I was going through this myself, just to kind of get myself whipped in shape, I feel like Rocky when he's doing that training session. Da-da-dun, 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 da-da-dun. Okay, that was a poor impression of that. Alright, so what are we gonna do? We've got to at least do something fancy. It's not just because we fancy, huh? Are we fancy, huh? No, don't stop! Ah! Oh, you stopped, dude. Well, I guess that's gonna have to end the fun there. Pooh, man. Well, at least Seel's all happy. Did I even say... Yeah, I did say what Pryce is the gym leader of Ice type, although technically Seel is just a water type, if I understand it right. When Seals evolve, it evolves into Dugong, which is a water-ice type. But anyway, stop talking with the Pokemon facts. With that, we've cleared the last round in Stage Clear. We are done. Hallelujah. And we can sit here and just gaze into this old man's eyes and see the wisdom pouring out of his wrinkles from his forehead. So we're done. Hooray. What? Wait, what? Dude! What are you doing? Slapping in another little sneaky last round there. Yeah, that's right. We got one more round called Last Round, and it's against Claire, the 8th gym leader of the Johto region, the Dragon-type user. Alright, Claire. The last stage, that be me, all your skills will be put to the test. You can't win if you don't make chains and combos. So you'll have to use everything you've learned to win. So a lot like the Morty stage. Oh man. And that's really up there. Alright, I'm gonna pull this out and match that cyan. A lot like the Morty stage with the Ghastly, we have to keep matching chains and combos to do damage to the Dragonair, which is the Pokemon we're taking down this time. And again, like before, if you could survive the beginning, it's really kind of a cakewalk, and as you saw, I don't know if you saw, but it actually had the same speed level as the Ghastly stage. So if you were able to actually complete the special stage with relative ease, then you will have no problems completing this at all, really. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that entirely, because if somebody fails, they're going to feel bad, and it's like, oh man, I must really suck if I fail. No, actually, it's possible to fail. Also, what the heck? That's weird. Last time I did this, they actually had Pryce's image. I guess they change it each time. Anyway, with that, we get credits here, and I'm going to let it play through, because unfortunately, if you push start, you actually skip out on an additional bonus that you unlock for clearing line clear or stage clear. And oh, I hope you all like the credits music, and if you don't, I'm sorry. You may want to put the volume down a bit. Shut up, buddy. Nobody asked you. This, the credits play for almost every single thing you clear. Like, you're gonna hear this thing like 20 times, it feels like, in my opinion, once you've gone through and played every mode in this game. It just feels like I feel like they went a little overboard with celebrating, because you know how it's like, you want to celebrate every victory you complete? I feel like this game maybe goes a little overboard with that, but that's just me, I guess. I'm not saying I'm one of those people that's like, oh, well, I didn't receive gold medals for just trying, or good try medals. I actually kept medals that I won first place in, and it's like, well, congratulations, dude. Nobody gives a rat's patoot if you're first place or not. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that whole debate about how you should view the world or how you should raise your kids or any of that, because that's just asking to open up a can of worms. I just feel like in this game they added way too many segments for us to view the credits, but maybe somebody out there saying, no, they didn't add enough. Seriously, because it's amazing. Also, big thank you, shout out to all these people that are popping up on screen. I'm telling you, if it weren't for you all, we wouldn't have this handheld version of Pokemon Puzzle, not Puzzle League, but it's Puzzle Challenge, but it's kind of like Pokemon Puzzle League, except there's no three-dimensional mode, so sorry, those who were expecting a 3D mode. Yeah, we're out of luck. Man, I'm excited. I can't wait till frickin' 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, because that's when the Nintendo Switch presentation is going to go off. Although I gotta make sure I go ahead and make the pork chops that I was talking about earlier. It'll probably take about an hour to make that, to be honest. It's like 10-minute prep time and then 40 or 50-minute cook time, really. And about midway in between, I gotta flip the chops, because you gotta cook both sides evenly in the oven. Anyway, stop talking about cooking, dude. This isn't the time for that. This is not a cooking channel. Ooh. I honestly thought about making a channel and dedicating it to cooking, but the problem is I got a potato for a camera. Not to say that my camera can't record, it can, it's just, it's really awkward, and sometimes it just randomly cuts out footage, so it's like, I could be in the middle of making, or scrambling something that requires constant attention, and then suddenly my camera dies out and I have to stop what I'm doing, and then I end up messing up the recipe, you know? So I think that's mostly why I haven't done that. Although, admittedly, since I first got it, I've learned how to work it a little easier, or a little more so than when I first was trying to figure out how to record myself. But anyway, enough of me talking about that. I hope you all are enjoying this journey so far. I apologize if this is not to your liking or your cup of tea. We will eventually, and by eventually within hopefully 2 to 3 weeks, we will resume Paper Mario. If worse come to worse, and I notice there's a lot of people that are like, I'm not a fan of this, please stop uploading this, I may consider throwing up a third project, which I really don't want to do, because then that means I'm going to have 3 projects running at the same time, and we all know how clustered and messy Silent Senior 09's channel can get if he adds more than 2 projects at a time going on. But if I have to, I will do that just to kind of help offset the mundane, samey feeling. Although, if you're wondering about what I'm thinking right now, I'm thinking, this will probably be a pretty big hit with a lot of you. There's a lot of people, there are a handful of people that are gonna be like, not my scene. I don't really care for it. That's cool. That's perfectly okay. I'm fine with people not wanting to watch this and just tuning out until their project is updated. Anyway, enough rambling. We just reached the end here, so let's go ahead and... wrong controller, sorry. Let's go ahead and hit A on the controller, player 1. Alright, with this, we unlock secret options. Press the A button while holding select on the options screen for more game options. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and push A again. And what that means is if we go to our options menu here, and while holding select, or in my case on the GameCube controller, holding X, because I mean all we got is this, from match point 2P all the way down to gallery. Anywhere on here, if we hold X or select and then press A, we unlock more of the menu. And down here we have garbage limit. We can set it on to off, which I may show what some of the stuff does. We have slow level. We can change the level of slow, which that's actually in demo mode. I don't know if I'll show that. Maybe I will, just to show off how high of a chain you can get. It depends. This is kind of why I like doing projects like these, because it's really up in the air and open what I can and cannot do. Score column, I think that is? I don't know what that means. Shoot. I think that's like how far out in digits your score count can go. Scroll is... I don't know what that means. I don't know what that does. It was off originally. Pokemon cry, so we can control the sound, whether the Pokemon cry each time we make a combo or chain. We could turn the music off, or we could turn the sounds off, like this. So now there's no sound. And we can turn the music off, so if we go back to this menu, there's no music. Pretty cool. Okay, so this is one of those permanent unlockables. That's awesome. Alright, so that's what you get for clearing state or line clear. Next time we meet, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I may decide to do either marathon, time zone, or garbage, just to kind of help offset with a one-off, because these modes are what could be known as endless. Like, you could play them forever and ever and you won't really have an ending point. Time zone technically has sort of an ending point, but I may do one of these modes, and then after I do one of those modes, I'll go ahead and dive right into the next Big Daddy mode, Challenge mode, which is the most popular mode I've noticed that most people, when they decide to do a Let's Play or a Let's first impression of, they like to do Challenge because it's the garbage dropping mode, which is, it's been changed a little bit since then, and it may be not as popular as the other, like Panel Day Pawn, Tetris Attack. But anyway, enough of me talking about that because I'm spoiling too much. Thank you for watching. Love you bunches. Please don't show sub, and I'll see you all next time. Peace!